Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Mahala Monday on this Thursday. My name is Dougal, and as always, she's here, everybody. Rhoda, morning.
Good morning, Dougal. Welcome, everybody, to Mahala Monday on a Thursday.
Yeah, I kind of get used to that on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I can kind of get used to that. And that does make a lot of sense. But thank you very much for watching. Of course, we're live on YouTube and on Facebook. And as you know, this is an interactive show, so we welcome your contributions and, of course, in your comments and questions. And you can gladly post those to us as well as we do this broadcast. Now, we're doing this because, as we've been saying, this is the week. And, of course, it's all the build-up towards International Nelson Mandela Day, which is just a couple of sleeps away now. Yeah. And yesterday we had a program, and today we're going to have a show. And that is exactly what we're going to be doing. Yeah. And so really looking forward to this, because it is really fantastic to see you, of course, when that essence of Ubuntu comes to the fore and everybody is trying to make our community and society just a phenomenal and better place. And that is really what the show is about today, Rhoda.
That is so true, Dougal. And, you know, especially in the circumstances we are right now, I think this is a perfect candidate at the moment to tell us exactly what the future lies ahead for our businesses out there as well, you know, and because that's one of our things that sometimes people tend to forget about. The member that's working at a shop, you know, sometimes they also have some issues. It's not that they're just sitting there at the back of their till. They're also human at the end of the day. So we all have feelings, emotions, you know, so yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny you say the word feelings, because the word feelings is what create your passion, your sentiment, how you feel towards certain things. And in essence, for me, it's always been very simple. Whatever your action is, not just needs to benefit you, but it needs to benefit the broader side. It needs to benefit more people. So whatever your action is, always ask yourself that question. And I believe, and I'm not preaching here, it's just something I believe strongly in. It is just my opinion. I feel very strongly about this. Whatever your action is and your thought, is it beneficial not just to you, but to others? And that has always got to be critical. That has always got to be critical. And we say that, of course, as we mentioned yesterday, with the backdrop of what has been happening in South Africa in the past few days. And we all know that we all support love, peace, and happiness, and we're all there in terms of the spirit of Ubuntu, and we're all there to build up, and that is the most important thing that we need to do. True. Now, with having said all of that, of course, you know this is an interactive show, right? And today we are talking to some really, really special people, because this is about making the difference. And that all being said, with the essence of the build-up towards International Nelson Mandela Day. So today, who are we talking about? You introduce the guest today.
And I introduce, most definitely. So we're speaking to Business Against Crime today. That's our company we're dealing with. And our guest of honor is Sean. Welcome to Mahala Monday on a Thursday, Sean.
So great to be here. Thank you for inviting me to speak this morning, guys.
It's only a pleasure, Sean. Looking forward to our conversation.
It's really, you know, really looking forward to the conversation, Sean, and it's really great seeing you. So once again, yes, like Rhoda said, thank you so much for joining us. But let's get straight stuck into this. BAC, as it's commonly known, Business Against Crime. What is this all about? Just briefly give us an overview.
You know, the late President Nelson Mandela, he wanted to take hands with government, or government wanted to take hands with business in fighting crime. And that's how the whole program started, as that we took hands with government and helped government fight crime. So this started in 1997, and you know, there's a corporate agreement, a cooperation agreement with the South African police force and services. So that's how we started. We have a number of projects though that we are running, which is the Shopping Center Security Initiative, the Violent Property and Commercial Crime, the Victim Support Program, which I will speak on later on. We also have the Western Cape construction projects, non-ferrous metal theft, and eyes and ears. Those are the 6 projects that we are currently running at Business Against Crime. And each of these projects have a project manager that deals with the day-to-day business.
Okay. So
Okay.
you guys are dealing with quite a bit of projects, but just go back to what you said earlier. So it's really something that businesses do in line and in partnership with government, and also looking at that banner that's right next to you, it says Western Cape, which means, of course, that that's where you are based, and we were talking to you, which means obviously there is a business against crime in sort of every province, or most provinces for that matter.
Yeah, the National Business Against Crime South Africa is in Gauteng or in that region. And then also in all the other provinces, there is a business against crime, but for that province.
Okay.
So we in the Western Cape only deals with Western Cape matters. And if it should escalate to another province, we obviously speak to that CEO of that business against crime, whether it be Northern Cape or Eastern Cape, about challenges facing crime in the areas.
I like that. I like that because that hints on partnership. That hints on sharing knowledge,
Absolutely.
information, collaboration.
Collaboration.
And then once
There's
again,
our word.
there it comes up again. It's
Collaboration.
everywhere. It's everywhere. Secret ingredient, I'm telling you. No longer secret because we keep saying
We
it.
keep on saying it, Duga. That is so true.
Yeah, like that. Like information
So
sharing.
obviously, just for the people out there, you collaborate with obviously all the stakeholders out there, which is the SAP businesses, where you'll assist them and see to giving them a bit of empowerment and also a little bit of knowledge on how to handle crime in our area as well. Am I correct?
Yeah, each business have their own needs. So we look at those needs and we try and help them accordingly, like for instance, CCTV cameras, for instance, or security personnel, are they vetted? So, that is what we basically do. We give them information so that it can help prevent crime within their organization.
Okay, all right. So, Sean, having a look at all of that, let's get into the nitty-gritties, because we know there's some of the projects that you are well-versed in, and also where, let me call it, expertise, if I can say it that way. And really we're talking about victim empowering and support projects that you have. So now you mentioned earlier that there's about 5 or 6 of them running.
Yeah, that's right. We have 6 projects and business against crime that we are running. I'm the project manager for victim empowerment and support. So I only deal with that program at our business. We have Billy Loubser, who does the Ranferis metal theft project. He also does the Ears and Eyes project and the Western Cape construction project. And then we have Andrew Anthony, who's our CEO, who does the violent property and crime or commercial crime project, and also the shopping center security project. So we're 3 project managers that deals with these types of projects, and each one of us have our own expertise around how to deal with these projects in terms of assisting business with the various aspects they have related to crime. So, yeah.
So now paint the picture for me quickly on the project that you're heading up. Paint the picture for me. If that crime is committed against the business, where do you come in?
The Victim Support Program has a victim support service that is rendered to the SPA group at the moment. They are funding the project, the Victim Empowerment Project. So if there's an armed robbery at a store, any SPA store, doesn't matter where it is in the Western Cape, I get called and I do counseling to the staff and customers traumatized in that event.
Wow.
Okay.
So SPA would call me and say there's been an armed robbery in Richards Bay. Not Richards Bay, but say Robertson.
Yeah.
I would then, gather my thoughts and drive through immediately to assist the victims immediately, and then also do follow-up visit twice after my initial visit. So
okay.
If they need more than what I've counseled them before, I would then defer them to other services around the area to go for psychological evaluation or to go and see a doctor. But I would like, my job is to prevent secondary traumatization. That's basically what I do.
Okay. So on screen as well, we're seeing some slides of And I think, please correct me if I'm wrong, is it a victim room? That we saw some pictures of those.
Yeah, Business Against Crime. I have a SRA with the South African Police Service, the National South African Police Service, to assist them in various things. And one of that is the victim support or the victim-friendly rooms. So in the Western Cape, there's 151 victim support rooms. As we call it then, it's now called victim-friendly rooms.
Okay.
And we as Business Against Crime, with the psychological department of SAPS, have come together and discussed what is it this room should look like.
All right.
And after our discussions, we decided on the color scheme of the room, what the room should look like, the layout of the room, the colorful couches that you see in the pictures, the paint on the wall, the type of blinds, the section for the children, and all of that. So SPA Western Cape have decided they want to go with this program, and they've started the program in 2014. And then from that, they've asked all the retailers, so that's SPA stores closest to a police station, to get involved and refurbish that type of room. So far, we've revamped and relaunched 56 of the 151 police stations victim-friendly rooms within the Western Cape. And also because of the SPA's distribution area that widens more than the Western Cape into the Northern Cape, where that has 10 police stations falling under the Western Cape SPA distribution area, we've relaunched one in Kaimus. So the project is quite wide, and that's how far we went by refurbishing all these rooms.
I must say, from the pictures that I'm seeing on these rooms, I must say they really look friendly and comfortable. And I suppose you got to have that ergonomic design around it where somebody would feel comfortable and safe and secure, and it really emulates that. So well done on those designs. If I can add 2 cents.
It really helps. It really helps calm the victim, and also to give them the necessary hope to continue their journey forward. And that's the main focus thereof.
Oh yeah. Just a bit of clarity quickly, because for the viewers out there that's watching this, these friendly rooms, victim-friendly rooms, they're situated at the police stations. Am I correct in saying this?
Yes. Each 151 police stations in the Western Cape has a victim-friendly room. It can either be inside the police station or outside in a Wendy house structure. So these rooms help any type of victims who comes in there that assist them.
Okay, that makes sense.
No, and this is really an outstanding initiative. This needs to be commended. And just to go back to what you said a few seconds ago, like the primary objective of this is to create hope, to add to positivity. And
absolutely. I must tell you that all these rooms have volunteers working for them. It's the word volunteer says it all. You don't get any remuneration for the work that you do.
Wow.
Yeah. So what Business Against Crime and other stakeholders have done is develop a basic standardized training, just the basics on how to deal with victim support or giving victim support to whoever falls victim of any type of crime or any situation for that matter of fact. So, more than 1,700 volunteers have been trained in the basic victim empowerment training.
Wow.
It's a 3-day course. It goes over 3 days just to teach them, or to empower them to help a victim immediately before the victim is then referred for professional services like psychology or hospital or medical or lawyer or court or anything of that. So these volunteers only does the basics at every police station. And every police station has their own number of volunteers that works there.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as a new volunteer comes, they get training. It's a 3-day course. that we provide. So that's what the volunteers does at these victim-friendly rooms.
Yeah.
And I'm really very happy that they do this free of charge.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that is really, really outstanding. I mean, that needs to be said. It is absolutely outstanding. And you say you've got over 1,000. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 1,700. Is that what you said?
1,700. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're still continuing to train. That's just the number that I have offhand now.
Yeah.
I don't know how much we've trained after that still, but I know it's still continuing in all regions, all clusters. I get emails every time if I can train people for certain things.
Okay.
So just on that, so if our viewers out there like to become a trainee, basically empowerment training, basic victim empowerment training, they can go to any police station and then just ask them about that training as well?
Yes, they can, but then they need to belong to the volunteer structure of the particular station that they're going to inquire about. Anyone of the public is welcome to go to any police station and ask to speak to the victim empowerment coordinator or the domestic violence coordinator, and say, I would like to become a volunteer to assist victims of crime. There is a process, however, that is followed from the police's side. They need to do verification. If you are not a sex offender or anything of those, you don't have to be qualified. It can be any grade. You don't have to go to school. But the other basic things will all be done to find out if you're not a criminal yourself, if you're not a rapist or anything of that. So anyone is welcome to go to any police station to go and find out if they can or how they can become a volunteer.
Wow.
You know what? And in essence, this is so important, and it is so important for our communities to know that there is support structures in place. If you happen, and God forbid, that you fall a victim to crime in any sort of shape or form. And this is what it is about, is that we got to think on the way forward. And it is important to know that. And it is important to know that there's people who provide hope, comfort, and support normally in the darkest hour. So that is very important to know.
Yeah. So for me, any viewers out there, if you're feeling that you're alone, you're not alone. Go to this police station and ask about, where you can be assisted and supported. And like we've heard, we actually have guys that's been trained, to be able to assist you and that you don't feel alone. So go to these police stations and ask for these rooms, the friendly rooms, and, chat to somebody there. You might feel that there's nobody you can talk to. This is a place you need to go to. Am I correct, Sean?
Yes, I just want to add that these rooms, they are open 25/8. I'm not saying 24/7. So I'd rather say 25/8.
Yeah.
And there's always volunteers. Any matter that you want to deal with victim support, go to the police station.
Excellent.
There is victim-friendly consultants that can deal with your particular matter.
Oh, wow.
They can refer you to the proper referral structure that is at the police station. So yeah.
You're not alone. I love it.
And then, you know what, business has got to be commended for really answering the call and really supporting society at large. It really, really has to be commitment.
Especially SPA, that's actually also been the supporters of these rooms.
Yeah, no, it really needs to be commended. So, Sean, we just got a comment from one of our viewers, from Hubert. Thank you, Hubert, for doing this. Hubert says, my favorite word, good morning, fighting crime and crime prevention is and should be everybody's business.
True.
Well, and I think that is a strong and powerful statement. It should be everybody's business.
Absolutely, it's true.
Yeah, it is a very strong and powerful statement. I believe it is absolutely powerful.
So just looking at this, you are basically extending this victim support to other sections as well. I mean, I'm just looking at some of the information that we got here. We're looking at shopping centers, tourism industry. Is this what you guys are looking at as well?
Yes. What I've done was I envisaged to train supervisors and management at shopping centers to be the first respondent to clients who become victims of any type of crime that happens within a shopping center. Canal Shopping Center was the only shopping center that I've thus far trained 20 of their supervisors and management to just to know the basics. Should there be an incident like you see on TV, the violence of children at malls, or people's cars that get stolen, then they don't have to go to the victim support room at the police station. So that the mall will have their own victim support volunteers that can deal with the situation immediately and then refer that client that shops at the mall to the nearest other service provider. So that initiative is ongoing. Each mall comes and they say they want that done. And that's exactly what I do. I offer them the 3-day basic training, and they can give anything in kind. They don't have to pay for the training. Whatever they think they can give, they do that.
Wow.
So there's no cost really involved at this moment. We're still trying to work on costing, but not everyone can afford, training or things like that. So we do it Mahala. Like
there we go. Mahala.
Do you know what, Sean? But that is amazingly progressive thinking, because when we envisage ourselves as a community as setting the pace and holding up the model banner, and really, if we echo the true sentiments of what we all believe in for positivity, then having that training should, I think, all malls and all institutions, everybody should be phoning you right now to say we need to do this, because this is really that extra. This is really, and you got to plan for the inevitable. God forbid.
God forbid.
I'm saying that, but you got to plan for the inevitable at times, and it is really good to have those services, have that ability, and also it's a bit of a comfort. It is a comfort because, let's be honest, nobody walks into a victim room in a happy state.
No.
It's a trauma state.
It's a trauma state.
Absolutely. You get traumatized again. So, with saying that is that with the shopping centers, within my project, I've also reached out to the tourism industry. And I have various nominees who are also trained on the basic victim empowerment training. What Business Against Crime did was they revised the training a little bit to open up for all types of industries, not only just the volunteers at police stations, but we've also now looked at volunteers at the tourism industry in shopping centers. So the training is open to everybody. They must just call and hear, what we can do. As I said, we do it for Mahala, but we if you want to pay for it, you're welcome to do that.
Yeah.
Any great cent helps. Yeah.
I think every mall must have these rooms, definitely.
I think everywhere you need to have these rooms. Absolutely everywhere. You need to have this, and it's about having the facility that it is available, but it sends a stronger message. It sends a stronger message, and the message that it sends is that we won't tolerate this.
Oh yeah.
This is what it sends. It means we are prepared, we are ready, we will call it out when we see the wrongs. That is the stronger message that it sends, and then within those optics, it is the most important thing. Now, quickly, Sean, I just want to touch on something. I mean, the success of this, the Namibian government, rumor has it, has invited you as well to support this, and you touched on it earlier with SPA, because they have a footprint there as well.
Yeah, the Ministry of Gender Equality, Poverty Eradication and Social Welfare have welcomed the program or the initiative or the proposal, for that matter of fact, to come into Namibia, and they have 23 victim-friendly rooms in their whole province of Namibia, stretched out in various areas, who is in need of serious upgrading, revamping of their rooms that helps victims that have experienced violence, like children, gender-based violence, and trafficking in persons. Those are the three categories that they really need these rooms for, because they deal with violence against children all the time. They also deal with violence, gender-based violence issues, and trafficking in persons. So they've reached out to Business Against Crime, and we said yes, we will take the project forward. But now, because of COVID-19, the project is currently on hold. But we'll look at other options as well to get this program rolling in that area.
No, we wish you all the best and all the strength with that. I mean, the COVID has certainly put on serious breaks and serious challenges for everybody. I mean, it is very difficult indeed. But the mere fact that we're doing this now, quickly, Sean, I want to touch on Mandela Day as well, because the whole essence of this, also this project being called for by the great statesman himself. But before we talk about that, quickly, you've had a golf day, because this is one of the initiatives that you raise funds, haven't you?
Yes, every year Business Against Crime has a golf day where we. I want to show you this trophy. So each year, this is a floating trophy, and the company obviously, I don't know how it works, but I assume that brings in the most money gets this trophy, or the winner that has a hole closest to the hole wins this trophy. So they get this floating trophy for a year until the next year, and on this trophy, it's so funny that AXA twice in a row won this floating trophy. So they're doing something great. and we have a golf day every year. I want to tell you that our next golf day will be early in March 2022, and we hope COVID will be better by then to have our golf day. We entirely, we need this funding also to continue what we do on a daily basis. So it would be great if we have another golf day, because our golf days are normally successful, and it's actually great.
No, that is absolutely very, very, very good indeed. I must tell you, now that you showed that thing, because Rhoda is very good at golfing. 20 hole-in-ones in her life. 20. Hubert's got another comment there. Thank you, Hubert. It says, every business, if they are serious about crime, and then it just disappeared as I was trying to get the bit there. I'm a slow reader, man.
There we go,
fast on other days. Every business, if they're serious about crime, should buy into Business Against Crime by displaying the Business Against Crime logo, displaying that they are ethically proud. Very similar to the Proudly South African initiative. Talk about a suggestion.
I love that.
You put Pulsar on fire, people.
Oh yeah.
Talk about a suggestion. Do you know what? And that is the essence of this program.
Oh yeah.
That is where the suggestions are coming. That's why we're having these conversations. That's why we're talking to Sean Kun. And that is why all of this is happening. What an amazing suggestion that is.
Brilliant.
And once again, it speaks to the optics.
Oh yeah.
It speaks to everybody aligning. When you see these sort of things, it's about, sometimes we see police presence and we go think dangerous. No. It's not. It means it's safe environment. There is protection. This is the optics it speaks to, and it is important to have that. And I feel quite strongly about that. But having said that, Sean, all the best. And of course, if people want to get in touch with the golf day, especially once it be for next year, as you say, March 2022, they can simply just go to your website for all the details.
Yes, absolutely. They can do it now already. It is open for registration, and they can inquire more for more details.
Absolutely awesome. Also, thank you to Brett Paulser for saying this is a great initiative and all South Africans should really, really know about it. Thank you very much for your comment. Now, finally, I want to ask you this. Business Against Crime, that didn't exist. The call came from the late statesman himself, Nelson Mandela, saying we need businesses to partner with government here to create an environment that is safe for their employees, but we need you to hop on board. Business answered the call. This initiative, this organization was then called into action. Mandela Day is a few sleeps away. this, for everybody in your organization, I'm sure this must bring tingling moments. And also, what are your plans for Mandela Day?
You know, we a Section 21 a section a NGO, and therefore we offer a Section 18A status for donor funds. And SPAR Western Cape yet again have donated so much food parcels for us to go and give to the poor, those that go and sleep hungry at night. What we've done in Mandela Month so far is that we've donated food parcels to 3 organizations within the area of Karabau, where they will feed the poor and the hungry and also the needy. And then we also have another 3 that we will do for Mandela Day. Dates is still not confirmed yet because I know there's one school that will get a disabled school, but they will only get once the schools reopen again. And there's other 2 organizations, one in Stellenbosch and one somewhere, I can't remember. But those are the 3 organizations that's nominees that will get food parcels to help those in hunger. Food security it's very terrible out there. You know, people are hungry, and we try our best to assist them with that. So that's our next initiative. 3 more beneficiaries will receive food parcels to help them feed the hunger.
Oh my word.
We wish you all the best and all the success with that. And Sean Kun, all we can say is thank you for your time, Rhoda.
Definitely, thank you for your time. But I see we've got a comment on Facebook as a what's it? Marianda.
Marianda Gerbo.
Marianda
Yeah,
Gerbo.
morning, hello.
She's challenging all politicians in Parliament to partake in a business against crime golf day. They should pay 2,500, she say, each.
Wow, that's fantastic.
There we go, challenge them.
That
There we
is the
go.
challenges we got to get out there. Yeah, thank you for that.
Great. That would be so great.
That would be so great.
Yeah. So you got the support. You got the support
absolutely.
of real people, and I love that challenge. Challenge all the parliamentarians to do that. And once again, that is the attitude and that is the essence.
Oh yeah.
Put your money where your mouth is. Come on, when you talk the talk, let's do it. Let's do it.
And if you look at those rooms, sorry, you were saying, Sean?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with her. Totally. You know, anyone is welcome. We, as you mentioned before, we don't have members. We would like to have members one day. So we only have a few. The initiatives that I had said before, they are the only funders of their project. So we don't have other funders to come on board and say, look, we also want to plow some money into your project.
Yeah.
Help us too. We want to fight crime too.
Yeah.
So, you know, anyone is welcome on a monthly basis to donate anything to Business Against Crime Western Cape at any given time. We don't say you must give so much, you give whatever you can.
Yeah.
And participate in our golf day.
Oh, yeah.
Participate in the victim empowerment program.
That's true. Sorry, Dougal. So everybody out there, if you look at those rooms, look how stunning they look. They're the couches, the paintings, and for the kids to support, our victims. It takes money. It doesn't fall out of the sky. So this is the way you can support them by going to the golf day. Even if you don't play golf, just give some money support.
And quickly, Sean, before we let you go, your website for Business Against Crime.
The website is www.bacwc.co.za.
Okay, as easy as that. Lucky for us, Rhoda wrote it down.
He was too fast.
Sorry, I'm going to ask you to say it again.
Let me repeat it. It's www.bacwcap.org. Not co.za, but .org.
.org.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Rhoda will repeat it again.
Yeah, I will. So it's www.bacwcap.org.za.
Yeah.
No, just .org. Just .org.
Just .org. Sorry, guys. Just .org.
I'm glad I didn't ask for phone numbers. Now, Sean Kun, it has been an absolute pleasure talking to you. We wish you and Business Against Crime all the best with all your endeavors. And thank you for the contribution that you make to keep all things positive and the support and the initiatives. It is really, really amazing and very out of the box thinking, like we like. And we like because the essence of exactly what you do is collaboration. It's working together.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Love that. Love that.
Thank you for your time, Sean.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
your
very
time.
much for inviting us to come and speak to you about our projects. It was great.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you,
you,
Sean.
guys.
It is only our
Always.
pleasure.
Leisure.
So that is Sean Kuhn, everybody, speaking on behalf of Business Against Crime in Western Cape. And as we know, of course, there's a footprint nationally, and he heads up certain projects. But most important, of course, if you want to make a contribution and you want to get involved, go visit their website. So the website I know started off with
BACWCAP.org.
There you go. And then you can make a contribution. It is absolutely brilliant. I want to leave you with this because I've been a victim of crime and I went into
Victim
counseling,
Oh,
if I can call it that. Yeah. And I mean, this is many, many years ago. And that was just at the police station.
Wow.
But seeing where it has evolved to, and it was at the time actually, seeing where it has evolved to, just having somebody to talk to
Oh, yeah.
was 95% of the battle, which is the most important thing.
Most important.
I want to stress this again. This is the collaboration we need. In this day and age, this is what we need. Where we can support, we have to. This is no longer, Rhoda, just a nice to do. It is your duty.
It's your duty.
This is it. It is your duty now. Everybody, take up the baton. That's what I'm saying. It is International Nelson Mandela Day, just a few sleeps away, and that is what we're doing. Speaking of, we've got another program coming.
That's right.
It is informative as always. This is what Mahala Monday is all doing. It is happening everywhere. Everybody is holding hands. We're all coming together, and we invite you to be of that part of that next program as well. It's all happening in a few minutes at 10 o'clock this morning.
At 10 o'clock, that's right, our next show.
Yeah, but as always, thank you once again for watching and of course for contributing to the show, and most important, thank you very much to Sean Kuhn from Business Against Crime that has joined us as well this morning. That is it from me, Dougal. She's got to say something still.
Yep, I'm fine, Dougal. I'm looking forward to our 10 o'clock show soon, so see you at 10.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.